I'm Jake.
And I'm Krista.
And this is WDOG, The Paw. Students, don't forget, this Tuesday is St. Patrick's Day.
So be sure you wear green or be prepared to be pinched, and be sure to keep the complaining to a minimum. After all, it's your fault.
Also, this upcoming Thursday, Mr. Forster's Global Studies students will be traveling abroad to Italy.
So be sure to keep them in your thoughts as they head out around 4:45 Thursday evening.
And as for the travelers, be sure to eat a lot of food and take full advantage of this opportunity. I'm sure Birdie will.
In other news, this week MHS had a special visitor.
Mr. Mark Meadows came down to MHS to talk to our students.
So we'd like to give Mr. Meadows a big thank you for taking time out of his busy schedule to spend time with us.
I just want to let you know that you are now the Congresswoman from the 11th District. So congratulations. You have now been elected, and you have to come up with a good bill where all of your constituents would support you. So what do you think would be a good bill? Why don't you tell them?
How about going to school for only half a day?
Yeah.
How many of you would vote for her again if she gets that passed? All right. So as even the teachers are voting for her. So here we are. We've got this. You've come up with this bill. And so you have this particular bill, you write it out, you get all the legalese, and so it doesn't become a law at that point, right? What does it have to do? Well, she actually has to file the bill, and so we actually have to file the bill with the clerk. Now, you are the clerk of the House. Come here. Step up. Give it up for the clerk. Good question. What is the clerk? Well, the clerk of the House actually is the one who assigns the number to a bill. So you have this particular bill, and so you take the bill over to the clerk. You give him the bill. What do? You take the bill. Thank you. You put a number on it, but it's not just the number. You have to decide what committee it goes to.
This week we would like to wish Alexandra Colin, Brianna Sherman, Storm Worley, Tyler Ball is Life, McKenna Jones, and Joey Helton a very happy birthday.
On another note, today is also Digital Learning Day. Digital media is defined as digitized content that can be transmitted over the internet or computer networks.
So today, WDOG would like to thank our digital media teacher, Ms. Dana Anderson, for giving our students the opportunity to learn more about technology and for giving us the opportunity to do this newscast.
Today is Digital Learning Day. What is that, you may ask? Digital learning is any institutional practice that effectively implements technology in order to strengthen a student's learning experience. Digital Learning Day was started as a way to spread innovative practices in order to ensure that all youth had access to high-quality learning opportunities no matter where they lived.
Well, that's it for MHS News.
Now to Joe with Teacher of the Week.
Thanks, guys. Welcome to another episode of Teachers of the Week with your host, me, Joe Deeks. This week's teachers are Mr. Caesar Campana and Mr. Alan Jones. I'm here with Mr. Jones, and Mr. Jones, thank you for having me. I'd like to ask you some questions. Mr. Jones, could you give me some background on yourself, like prior education, stuff, etc., please?
I went to high school in South Georgia, in a little town called Brunswick, Georgia. I lived on an island offshore. St. Simon's Island. Then I went to my undergraduate school at the University of Georgia. I majored in political science. I had a minor in education. I ended up getting my master's degree at Florida State. It also was in education and specializing in Latin American studies. And then I started working on my PhD work, and I got through everything but the dissertation, which I ended up not completing. So I got an EDS degree, and again, it was in education, educational leadership, and a few other things which are all kind of thrown in together. I've taught at the college level all the way down to middle school level, and my favorite area of teaching is at high school.
I can understand that. Mr. Jones, what is your favorite inspirational quote?
Actually, I have it right here. It's just outside my door. It's a quote by John Dewey, who's an educator. The aim of the school should be to teach the child how to think, not what to think.
That is a very good quote. That is very good.
I'm real interested in making sure that whatever students leave my classes with, that they learn for themselves what is accurate and what's not. I don't want to fill their minds with names, dates, places, and little factoids. I would rather have them learn how to think on their own.
Yes.
And I think that'll serve them better in life.
That is exactly right. I don't disagree at all. Okay, question of the week is, Mr. Jones, would you rather be ugly forever, or would you rather be beautiful and live for one day?
Well, I'm already ugly, so I guess I'll be ugly forever. I've had a number of experiences in my life. And so I got along with being ugly, so we'll stick with that.
Oh, I don't blame you. Me too. Well, Mr. Jones, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your answers. We got some good stuff here. Thank you so much.
Sure thing. Take care.
So I'm here today with Coach Campana. And Coach Campana, I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. Coach Campana, what is some background information on yourself?
I was educated at Western Carolina University, where I got my bachelor's degree in English education. Very proud of being a Catamount. I grew up in Orlando, Florida, and I've been here now for 15 years. So.
Number two, what is your favorite inspirational quote?
I really love the Serenity Prayer. It's very prevalent in one of my favorite books. It goes like this: God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom always to tell the difference.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Okay, so question of the week is, would you rather be ugly and live forever, or be beautiful and live for one day?
I think I'm already on the path to being ugly and living forever, Joe, but I'll take it, man. As long as I get, one more day in the classroom and another day at home with my son and my wife, it's a good day. I'll be ugly to carry on these days as long as I can, man.
I appreciate it, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was some interesting footage, wasn't it? Tune in next week to see if your favorite teacher will be the next teacher of the week. Now let's tune in with Marcella with some awesome dance moves.
Thanks, Joe. This week's dance move is the Dougie.
Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
Everybody love me. Everybody love me. Everybody love me. You ain't messing with my Dougie.
Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
Everybody love me.
Nice moves, guys. In this week's World News, there was another police shooting. However, this time the shooting took place in Atlanta. Police were getting multiple calls about a suspicious person. Police arrived later to find a naked African-American man running around in an apartment complex. Soon after the arrival, the man charged the police, and in retaliation, they shot and killed him. In other news, today is Digital Learning Day. Teachers and school instructors from 4 selected innovative school districts are going to meet up with thousands more teachers to discuss how they can use technology to teach students. The 4 districts selected were Baltimore County Public School District, Houston Independent School District, Huntsville School District, and Vista Unified School District. Speaking of technology, Apple is releasing their new device, the Apple Watch, on April 24th. It is offering thousands of applications in just a few square inches. These apps will help you connect with the world, communicate with friends, track your health, and control your smart house. But is it all they say it is? Is it worth the price, or is it all hype? That's it for this week in World News. Now let's throw it to sports.
Hey, I'm Chase. And I'm Steven. And this is MHS Sports. Good luck to the boys track team as they travel to Polk County, North Carolina today.
This upcoming Wednesday, the 18th, is the first girls and boys track meet in Andrews, so good luck.
Good luck to softball and baseball as they will have their first home game as they host Cherokee.
All right, I want to give a special shout out to the golf team for their win Tuesday. Colin Williams shot a 39, and the overall team won with a 181. Well, that's all for this week's sports, so now let's throw it to Caitlin with this week's question of the week.
Thanks, guys. And this week's question of the week is, if you had a movie produced about your life, who would play you?
Eddie, if you had to choose someone to play you in a movie about your life, who would it be? It'd be Keira O'Donnell from Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Clint Eastwood probably be the guy. I'd have to say James Franco.
Harrison Ford.
Sandra Bullock.
Tom Hanks, because life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
There's a movie made about my life. I think Maya Mitchell would play me.
Jim Carrey.
Made about my life, Reese Witherspoon would play me because she's just a good old southern country girl from Music City, USA.
Well, that's it this week at WDOG. The Paw.
And remember, Murphy High School, stay classy and keep your paws clean.
I hope you guys couldn't notice my chipped tooth. Got it fixed. Thanks, Ray.